My arm was broken.
I still use shit that I learned in that fucking 8 months that she was at that school.
Yeah, every single fucking day I use
Than I did in the years I spent in fucking therapy.
Yeah, exactly.
I've had ultrasound in my heart before.
Really? Whatever. So I get a third one. Dude, I get halfway through it, I throw everything.
My family
Fair. I've had span. Oh,
we were already fat. Hello, people of the internet.
Hi.
And welcome back to the DeadMen Radio podcast. I am Jacob.
I am AJ.
Fix your microphone condom.
Oh.
There you go.
Sorry if that was loud. That was probably loud as fuck.
We're back for another episode.
What episode are we on?
18.
18.
Yes.
Holy shit.
We're almost at 20.
We are almost at 20.
Yes.
Jacob, we're almost at the point at which most podcast content creators or whatever don't make it.
Yep, they
Yeah.
stop. And it's
It
crazy.
was a fact that he told me when we started that.
And it's funny because we still don't get very many views, but we do get some.
Facts.
For all the people out there watching,
Yo,
we love you.
Yo, seriously.
We fucking love you.
We could probably get like what? I'd say average across all of them, probably like 3 views.
No, average, we've gone up. We're at like 10.
Across
10,
all of them? Like 10 average?
probably close to
Holy
that.
shit, word.
So, and like people watch for the whole episodes. All you motherfuckers out there
Fire.
watching for the average watch time of 32 minutes, I see you.
You guys are awesome. You guys are sweet.
We love you. We
yeah.
love you guys so much.
Big love.
Yes.
But yeah, he told me when we first started this that most like podcasters, whatever, don't make it past episode 30.
Yep.
And he was like, "We're gonna do that," and
Yeah.
I was like, "I don't know, man."
Yeah, he was so against this.
I mean, anybody who's been here at the beginning knows that. Like, I was just. I mean, it wasn't that I was against it; that I was more nervous because.
Dude, we're 17 episodes in. That's a serious amount of time.
Yeah,
bro.
it's because it's like it wasn't that I was like, bro.
Oh wait, if you hear my voice cracking, I apologize. I'm definitely starting to get sick.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
And if I sound like shit.
Me and Raven were on our last break earlier. Oh yeah,
Yep.
I'm back at work.
Yup, finally.
Back at work, everybody. 3 episodes later.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were on our last break, and she was like, "What are you doing later?" And she was like, "Wait, it's Monday."
Yes.
And I was like, "Ah,
yeah, bro.
oh,
It's a thing, bro.
Yeah,
it's
so
a regular.
yeah."
regular
Well,
part
it's
of the
Wednesday for
schedule.
you guys, but
Yes.
we record on Mondays,
Yes.
so
We record on Mondays.
yeah, gotta have time to edit all that.
Even though we probably should be recording on Saturdays, like we originally
Facts,
planned.
because we were just talking for an hour and a half before this. We
literally,
Yeah, yeah.
we can't bring that conversation to the internet. We'll say that, but
Yeah.
we were having a very nice conversation for like 40 minutes instead of recording the podcast.
yeah.
It was literally after we said, "All right, let's go start recording the podcast."
Yeah,
and
we
just started
literally
talking.
had everything set up, and then we were like, "All right, let's smoke a bowl." And then we were talking, and then he was cleaning his bowl. The entire time he was cleaning his bowl, basically.
Yeah.
And then like the last 5 minutes, he was like, "Oh shit! All right, let's do this."
It was a good conversation.
It was a
though.
very good conversation.
It
but
ended
yeah,
perfectly fine.
Yeah. yeah. So,
Yeah.
and you know, this is another thing too that I've said in another episode. If you disagree on something that is fucking serious or major or whatever, it's not the fucking end of the world.
Yeah, if you can't
like if you can't continue your life,
if you can't have a serious disagreement with someone about not serious shit, or at least not serious shit that affects your life, and then go and have a normal conversation with them afterwards, you're a bitch, bro.
yeah, like
it's simple. It's not that hard.
yeah, exactly.
It's
like
not that hard.
because a disagreement shouldn't be like oh yeah, no, we can't. No,
Yeah,
no,
like,
what?
We disagree on a lot of shit.
Yeah, that
to be
shit.
honest.
that
Like,
shit has like literally never made sense to me.
Yeah,
how
like,
that happens to me. I don't get it.
You
I
just
literally don't
disagree
get it.
and you fucking move on.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
agree to
Exactly.
disagree, you know?
And if need be, dissect a little. You'll probably agree along on some.
yeah,
most
you'll probably
points.
eventually start agreeing.
Yeah, you're just like, oh wait, that's kind of facts.
Oh wait,
know?
you were just kind of wording that a little bit different. Oh wait, I see. Your
That's a
point.
big one.
Yeah.
We do that way
Yeah.
too often.
We're
But-
basically saying the same thing but with different words.
yeah, that's facts. That's
Yeah.
facts.
Yeah.
But yeah, got something for you guys today.
Yes.
Is there something on the bottom? There is, but you can't really see it. I got Spam socks on.
Spam socks? I didn't even realize
Yeah.
they were Spam socks.
So
bro.
yeah, the colors are a little wonky. I would
They
say
are
that.
a little
Yeah,
off yellow.
It's not. It's
They
not
definitely cannot see that shit on camera, bro.
Spam.
Spam.
So, what's our fun fact? Our fun
Yes.
fact today is that Spam was created in 1937. And you may be wondering, what does Spam mean? Nobody knows actually. It's assumed that it means spiced ham, or I think somebody said like salted ham was another one.
That would make sense.
It's made with ham, salt, water, and something else. There's 4 ingredients in Spam.
Mhm.
But the name, right,
Mhm.
was won in a contest for $100, which is crazy how many of these facts lead
Dude,
me here.
That's crazy. Yeah.
So,
people
like-
used to just gamble shit, bro.
Yeah, like the fucking peanut guy.
Yeah,
the
or-
peanut guy.
or
The kid
like
got
fucking-
$5 for making that, dude.
Like recipes to famous fucking dishes, or like whole
Yeah.
companies. People would like, oh, I'll bet you on a hand of blackjack, and like,
yeah,
like
it's crazy.
crazy
So
shit.
like, I guess there was like a thing, like
Mhm.
some dude, or I think it was a kid again.
Yep.
Got no, I think it was like a middle-aged dude. It got like $100 for calling it Spam. Now the company that owns it, I can't remember the name of it, that owns Spam.
I think it's Nestle.
No, it's Worcester something. It's been. Give me a second.
Is it not? I thought it was Nestle.
I'm sorry. Created by Hormel.
Mm.
No, I believe it's still owned. Yeah, I believe it's still owned by Hormel. So created by Hormel, Hormel.
Terrible. word.
Hormel, I
That's a
believe it might be
terrible-
Hormel.
That sounds more.
Yeah, it might be that. They refuse to say what it actually means. Bless you.
Yeah, damn.
Bless you. Yeah, they keep it a secret. It's like a thing of theirs that they do. They refuse to.
I know a fun fact about Spam.
What is your fun fact about Spam?
Spam is the most popular sushi substitute in Hawaii.
Yes, it is actually. That is another fact that I
Mhm.
saw about Spam while doing my research.
Spam musubi.
I've also Spam grosses me out. I feel like it grosses out a lot of people.
I don't think I've tried it
maybe
enough to.
I wouldn't say maybe grosses out, but maybe makes it a little uncomfortable.
I think I've had Spam once.
I have
ever.
had Spam quite a few different times.
That was it.
Um,
Was always kind of expensive, to be honest. So my family never bought that shit.
Fair. I've had Spam. Oh, hold on.
We were already fat, so
I've had Spam quite a few different times.
I've heard it's good, like grilled. and
Yeah,
shit,
all
like,
made different way. The best way I've ever had it was grilled.
Really?
The best way. Well, it wasn't grilled. It was like skillet.
Yeah, like pan fried,
yeah,
pan
fried.
seared,
That's what I
or
was
whatever it
looking for.
is.
Yeah, pan seared.
Yeah.
Um,
Some cooking term. Nice.
Sorry, I was drinking Red Bull.
Oh yeah, I apologize if you hear me sniffling at all as well. I'm, like I said, definitely getting sick.
Yeah. But yeah, that was the best way I've ever had it. But I still wouldn't just like get it.
Bro, you want to know?
It's also a big thing in like Asia as a whole.
Yeah, it's a-
Spam.
like,
you
it's
said
a
Hawaii. You
sushi-
said Hawaii, but
Yeah.
like Hawaii and
a sushi substitute. It's a good. It's a
I
good
didn't know they
substitute.
did. They do sushi in Hawaii.
Yeah,
What the fuck? Why did I do that? But they do sushi in Hawaii.
yeah, because
That is crazy.
yeah,
I didn't know that.
and
Is that just like part of like their shit? Like
yeah,
part of
it's
their
like
shit,
it's like a
or is it
Hawaiian dish. Spam musubi is like a Hawaiian. It's like a spam sushi.
Oh
It's
really?
like, it's like a
Really?
thing there. It's like a really really popular dish.
I want to know what the history behind that is. I'm very
I think-
curious. I believe
so-
it's got to do something with World War II.
It has
so-
to do with like embargoes, just because it's an island, so it was
It's hard
hard
to
to
get
get
shit.
shit there. They
Yeah.
had to ration during World War II. I'm pretty sure it is like because they had to ration during
Yeah,
World War
Spam
II.
came out in 1937.
And Spam
so-
was a cheap and easy thing that you could ship across to the state, and it would like last. It would like
Right.
I don't remember transport well.
transport well.
I don't remember
yeah.
what the
I think that's what you're looking
freshness. I don't know what the word for
for. Oh, I don't know. It's fucking
ripeness
Spam.
or
I'm pretty
whatever
sure
the fuck.
Spam is good for
But-
like.
shelf
quite-
stable. That's what I'm looking for. It was shelf stable, so it would last for the time there. You want to know
That's
an
what you-
underrated food that I loved growing up?
What's that?
It wasn't Spam. I was a bologna fan.
So I got a thing about bologna.
I love bologna.
Well,
I haven't had it in like
when I was
10 years.
when I was younger, like younger, bologna was kind of my shit. Bologna was kind of my shit. I fucked with it.
Bologna and cheese, bro.
Yeah, fire. And
with
then I
some
remember
fucking Doritos.
I remember. Oh, it didn't do that. I would just have a bologna and cheese sandwich,
bologna and
like.
cheese.
But
after the pool, bro.
But oh fuck no! Oh, I can't even. I don't even want to talk. I don't want to be on the subject for bologna too long, but I want to tell the story. So because fucking bologna just grosses me out. Whatever. But so like I was like younger. I was probably like 6 or 7 when this happened, maybe 8.
Okay.
Like I was really young, but it was like a core memory, so it stuck with me. Like like the half moon on my forehead.
Yeah.
Like that happened when I was young, bro. I was like 5 when that happened. Apparently.
Yeah, bro.
I remember that vividly.
Dude, I remember getting stung under the eye by a bee. I was like 3, bro.
Dude, like
you remember that shit?
Yeah, but anyway, so I was younger, but like I can't remember so much shit from then. But like,
you remember that though?
Yeah, and so I was at some sleepover. No clue who the fuck it was. No clue why I was there. There was a bunch of other people there, a bunch of kids there, my age, I should say. Fucking whatever. So I get made a bologna and cheese sandwich, and I'm like, ooh, bologna and cheese sandwich. I would love one. So I eat it, whatever. And then I asked for another one, and I eat another one. I think I had one more after. I think I had 3 bologna and cheese, but I only got one slice of bologna on each on each thing. It was literally one slice of bologna, one slice of cheese, and I remember that vividly because I remember eating the second one and thinking I've never had a third one before, but I was like. And there's only one slice of bologna on there. I'm usually a 2 slice of bologna, 1 slice of cheese kind of guy.
Same.
But
that's the proper ratio.
Yeah, exactly. So whatever. So I get a third one. Dude, I get halfway through it, I throw everything up.
Oh,
dude, and it wasn't it wasn't just like, ooh, I got sick and then went to the bath. Bro, I was mid-bite and just
oh my God, yo, you want to hear what
everything?
You want to know what that reminds me of, bro?
All over
okay,
the
so
place.
one time when I was a kid, bro, so it was like one of those days where I just woke up, I wasn't feeling good. I was riding the bus, like my stomach hurt and shit. Right. And I get home at the end of the day, and my mom is like, "All right, we got to go to the store," because I was still too young to be like left home alone, but I was old enough to walk by myself. Like I was like young, but old enough to like walk without holding my mom's, or still young enough to have to hold my mom's hand to like walk through a store, like, but not like I was still young. I don't know how, probably like 4.
Right.
And my stomach had been hurting all day at school. And we're like rushing through the store. I think my mom was stealing from the self-checkout, and that's why she was rushing me. But she was like dragging me behind her, like, hurry up. And I was like, Mom, I can't go any. And just projectile vomited 40 feet in the self-checkout corral at Walmart.
It was probably like 10 feet.
It felt like fucking
I was gonna say you were probably like 3 feet tall.
Oh
so.
yeah, probably. But I remember, bro. It was just projectile vomit straight out, bro. That shit, terrible.
That's horrible, bro. Dude. I have some I have so many just fucking like horror stories with throwing up, dude. And like he knows, my wife knows too. I'm so bad with throwing up. Like I just can't do it. Like.
I don't mind it.
Like it's genuinely like.
Well, I won't say that. It bothers me quite a bit. I hate fucking throwing up, but it's like in a situation where I'm either feeling like shit or throw up, and then I don't feel like shit. I will much rather just force myself to throw up real quick, and then feel better afterwards.
Yeah. See, it's like, man, I hate throwing up so much because it's like a couple of the times, like 2 times in particular, I like almost fucking died. Because I literally just couldn't get air in. My whole chest was just like fully tightened up and it wouldn't release.
I've been there.
And I literally almost passed out.
That's
insane.
the kind of shit that I fucking throwing up. Fucking,
and then there was also one time where I threw up in my sleep and I was sleeping on my back. Usually on my side sleeper. I was sleeping on my back. I almost drowned in my sleep on my throw up. That was horrible.
That would have been a hell of a way to go.
Yeah, that would have been horrible.
Yeah.
That was back when I was doing big drugs though.
Yeah.
That was that in particular time.
Makes
So,
sense. That's usually type of
yeah.
thing that would cause that.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
was that was not fun. But I hate throwing up. I can't fucking do it. I cannot stand it. I cannot stand it. It used to be like a genuine fear.
Mm-hmm.
Like back in the day, like dude,
Yeah, I
like
remember
I would
that
start
shit.
freaking out
Oh,
if I
yeah.
had to throw up
Oh,
because
yeah.
it was like I would watch myself on anything I would watch myself, and I remember when I greened out for the very first time, and that was my first time throwing up in forever.
Mm-hmm.
In forever. Like I was good about that. I'm not throwing up. Like I'm in my head. There is no battle. It was a one time. I'm not throwing up, and I didn't throw up. Like
Fair enough.
I would hold that shit in and just let it rot in my stomach. That's probably why I got that fucking stomach virus at one time. But anyway, yeah, no,
I don't think that's how that works.
that's probably not how that
I
works.
don't think
but,
that's how
yeah.
that works.
No, I don't even know why I got that stomach virus. So that was crazy.
You're probably eating some crazy shit.
No,
or you just got sick.
I don't know. They would never told me why or how I got it, but it was back when I was living with Chrissy the first time. And dude, I like woke up 3:00 in the morning and I tried to I thought like I had to go take a shit.
Mm.
And I tried to extend my body.
Mm.
So I was like curled up, I guess. I tried to extend my body. Dude, it was like somebody stabbed me in the stomach.
Ooh.
Dude, and no bullshit. Like it literally it felt like there was an incision made.
Did your
into my
appendix
stomach.
burst?
So what happened was I had a stomach virus,
Mhm.
apparently.
Mm-hmm.
I just hadn't known about it. Like
Mm.
they told me I apparently had it for like a week beforehand.
Okay.
But it had affected my appendix.
Mm.
And the when I first got in there, they thought I had appendicitis,
Mhm.
and they thought they were gonna have to do the little surgery to pull it out, because if your appendix is inflamed and it bursts, it can kill you.
Yeah,
like,
pretty quickly.
Like pretty quickly, and it's a pretty horrific death too. Like
yeah,
it's
it poisons you from the inside out. You go septic from your kidney.
yeah, and it's quick too.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
within
It's a couple hours.
Yeah,
it's like
it's
2 hours.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's something like that.
Because you'll have signs. The first thing is you'll start throwing up, and when it comes out, it'll look like coffee grounds because your
Yeah.
intestine is eating itself.
Yeah, it's gross as fuck.
It gets,
But-
but you have like a little bit of time.
Yeah, you have a little bit of time, but it's also like there's not much they can also like if you're at the
They
point,
can remove it
they
while
can-
it's like after it bursts. They
yeah,
can
they could do
they
that,
can
but they
save
also
you.
have to go around up inside you and
Yeah,
remove it, and it's a lot.
That's a
but-
time sensitive thing. Like if
Yeah.
it bursts and then you go to the hospital, you're
That's what I mean. You're you
knocking
got-
on heaven's
yeah,
door
I was,
right
I was
there.
gonna say you're gonna have a slim chance right there.
knocking on heaven's door.
But yeah, they thought it was appendicitis. They did like whatever the fuck they do for it, and then they found out it
I
wasn't.
think they do a
inflamed.
CAT scan or not a
I-
CAT scan, ultrasound.
I think that's what it was.
I've had
no,
an
I
ultrasound
don't
of my
think
heart
so.
before.
Really?
Mm-hmm. After
Really?
my uncle died, they all the males in our family got ultrasounds of our heart to see if we had the same condition. After they had found out what killed him, we all got tested to see if we had it, and I don't think I ever. They told me I was supposed to get retested when I turned 18. I never got retested.
Fair enough. That's we don't blame you. But
I don't want to know, to be
yeah,
honest.
that's fair. That's fair.
Arrhythmic right ventricular dysplasia.
Jesus.
Yeah, I'll
Wow.
never forget that shit.
Is that a tube that goes to your heart?
No, that's what killed him. That's when the
No,
upper right ventricle of your heart is made of muscle tissue instead of heart tissue.
ventricle is like one of the surface area spots, right?
Yeah, it's the upper right ventricle muscular dysplasia is when the upper right ventricle is made out of muscle tissue instead of.
What's the ventricle?
That's the tube. That's like
Oh yes. Okay.
The-
so it's, yeah. So I said
that's the
before.
valve
That's
basically.
what. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like you know how the heart's sectioned into different parts.
Yeah. Yeah.
Basically, that section of the heart is made out of muscle tissue instead of heart tissue, so it's incredibly weaker, and it's not something that you can really tell until
Something crazy as fuck happens.
Yeah, and then you test your family members because
Yeah.
like we didn't know that was he was healthy. He went to the gym. He ate healthy. He drank a little bit, but like
Yeah, that's crazy.
CrossFit, like he was a trainer, he was a football coach, played soccer, like he did all kinds. He was a physically fit fucking dude. Like I remember he was fucking jacked, bro.
Right.
And he just was in the gym one day, fucking I think he was bench pressing, and he just passed out and he never woke up.
Holy fucking shit!
Mhm.
I didn't know that's how he died, bro. Holy fucking shit!
It was on the news and everything. Like
You told me the whole shit, but like you didn't tell me that.
Mhm.
Goddamn people!
yeah.
We just found that shit out together.
Yeah, and then I got a phone call, or no, I didn't
Damn,
get a
that's
phone call.
insane, bro. Holy shit!
My mom got
That's
a phone call,
horrible.
and she was out like shopping and shit, and she comes home. That was the first time I played Call of Duty Ghost.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say. Yeah,
I was playing
I knew
Call of
that
Duty
part.
Ghost.
Like,
Yeah, I was playing Call of Duty Ghost with my friend Aiden at the time, who I found out Aiden passed away. I don't remember what he passed away from, but he was
that
a
sucks.
he was a close friend of mine from when I was a childhood. So I hope he's resting up good. But I found out he passed away recently.
Damn, that's terrible.
Or not recently. He passed away like 2 years ago. But
Oh damn.
I found out recently.
Yeah.
Anyway, what was I talking
Yeah.
about? Oh, my uncle.
Yeah.
So I don't remember. What
I mean,
was
I
talking
think
about.
you were kind of just explaining how it went.
Yeah.
When
I
you
mean,
found out.
Oh yeah. I was playing Call of Duty Ghost and with Aiden. That's why I brought that up.
Yeah.
That's why. And all of a sudden, my fucking mom comes bursting in the fucking house, and my little sister Jayla comes fucking bursting in the fucking house, running downstairs like, Aiden, you need to leave right now, because he lived literally right next door. So we just walked to each other's house all the time. So he fucking leaves, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? And they're like, Uncle Danny is dead. And I was like, I was probably like 6 or 7, I think, when it happened. So I didn't really know what the fuck. I was like, but I played Call of Duty and shit, so I knew what death was. I got introduced to death way too fucking young. Like
yeah.
I was having panic attacks and anxiety attacks about me dying at like 2
You
years
understood
old, bro.
death, but you never understood the concept of someone being there and then no longer being there.
Yeah. So it's
I
like
remember experiencing that.
I
for
would
the
always
first time,
like
and that
I would
was-
have full on panic attacks when I was a kid, where I would be imagining what I would be like as like a 50-year-old man. And still to this day, when I like start to sink really deep into like thinking about what it'll be like to be 40 or 50 or whatever, I'll go into a panic attack still to this day.
Holy shit,
Like
man.
I just like I can think like 25, like 20, like or like a few years in the future, but when I start thinking about like 45 years old with wife and kids and possible grandkids, house, like that shit literally makes me have a panic
It's
attack.
because it ties into the conversation we were having before we started this podcast. It seems slightly unfeasible.
But it's always been like that since I was a
Oh,
little
yeah.
kid, since before I even know what that was.
You just had that sense, bro.
Before like I don't know what it was, but like I remember when it happened when I was like 5 or 6. I used to go to church all the time. Fucking lights flickering, watch that.
I know, bro.
Oh, I used to go to church all the time. So I was when I was a little kid, and I was in vacation Bible school one time. And I was standing up at the front singing at the end of the thing. You know how like all the kids get up there and they fucking sing and shit. And all of a sudden, I was like, I literally had the thought in my brain, I'm gonna die one day. And I literally had a full-on panic attack, just like on stage. I fucking ran down the center aisle to my mom. I was like,
Damn.
Mom, am I gonna die? Am I gonna die? And it was like a whole fucking. That's the reason I started therapy. It's the reason I started therapy. It's the reason I started taking meds when I was a little kid. It's all because of that.
Okay. Damn, that's fucking insane.
So like by the time my uncle died, I knew what death was, and I was aware of like.
You're
Goddamn.
You're trying to talk to that first
Yeah.
hit in a couple hours like crazy.
Yeah. I was aware of what death was and all that shit, but like I didn't, and like aware that like, oh, he's never gonna come back. But it's only like within the last like 2 years when I think about it where I like actually feel grief, because for the
Yeah,
longest
yeah.
time it happened when I was so young that like my perception of like death and all of that shit got so fucked up when I was a kid
Same.
that like I didn't.
You know,
Put
fucking
that
video
together.
fucking video games.
Not
and
even that,
fucking
it was just
movies and
Video games, movies, like the internet, like the early fucking internet, just like my own family stories and
You got,
shit.
you
Like
got really desensitized to a lot of
yeah,
lot of
real
things.
young, and that fucked me up, bro. Like it.
Mhm.
It's
me and Raven talk about that shit all the fucking time, like all the fucking time, bro.
yeah, like I didn't know what anxiety was. Like I remember when I went to my first ever therapy appointment and I was talking to the therapist and she was like, normally I don't see these kind of thoughts and behaviors from people your age. Most of the time they're usually in their early 20s. And I was like a 6-year-old child, bro, having this conversation with a grown ass woman.
See, and that's one of the things that like really irks me about therapy.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that's not something that you would say.
And they fucking like immediately started putting me on pills and shit.
Yeah. I have a story about therapy. It's not my story though, so I can't share. But
Fair enough.
Fucked up, fucking shitty fucking.
Oh yeah, I got
story,
plenty of fucked up therapy stories that I could tell. Like, I'll tell it because fuck her. She's my sister, and I can do whatever the fuck I want. But like, they fucked her, bro.
Oh,
like
yeah.
my mom fully committed Munchausen by proxy through my sister. Like, she tried to get her diagnosed with everything under the sun. I know my sister. I know she's a little fucking stupid sometimes, but she's not all these fucking things that my mom was trying to get her diagnosed with.
No.
She is a smart, capable, fully like functioning fucking human. Like she is capable of doing everything on her own.
She's
like
currently fucking doing it.
yeah,
like,
she's just young. She's
Yeah.
just dumb and young.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
that's it. She's young and dumb. That's all.
Yeah.
And my mom tried everything under the sun to get her diagnosed with all of these fucking things that the doctors just literally she didn't have, so they couldn't diagnose her with. And she had her on all these fucking medications for her entire fucking life, and it used to piss me off so fucking much because my mom did the same fucking thing. She was on 40 different medications because she was so bought into the American therapy system and the fact that, I take this pill, this pill, this pill to help me with this, and then this pill, this pill, this pill offset the effects of this pill, and this pill, and it's like it's a fucking it's terrible. I am so morally against the American healthcare system, specifically when it comes
to medications,
to
and,
pediatric mental health care and adult mental health care.
Oh, yeah.
Because all it is just a funnel to make people addicted to fucking drugs and addicted to fucking pills.
And make the rich people way more fucking rich.
Yes, and to make fucking big pharma more money on these fucking pills, that pill mills that every fucking therapy office
Trust
is.
me, I know my fair share of the whole pill shit. You guys know I'm sober for
I had a situation where I almost had to get
6
forced
years.
into therapy, and that shit
6 years
fucking
now.
aggravated me, bro.
Yeah.
Because I'm morally against it. Like it's not even like, I could probably benefit from some fucking therapy things, but I would never go to a traditional therapist for it. Ever.
That's why Miss Smalley was so special.
Exactly.
To us.
Shout out Miss Smalley.
Shout out Miss Smalley because she was very different.
Yep.
She looked at things. It's hard to explain.
Yeah,
It's hard to explain the therapeutic connection that she had with us and we had with her. It was more.
I still used shit that I learned in that fucking 8 months that she was at that school
every single fucking day. I used
than
that
I
shit.
did in the years I spent in fucking therapy.
Yeah, exactly. And like, it's fucking insane. And she was barely getting paid for that shit. Barely getting paid for that shit. Barely. And the only reason why she fucking left is because somebody was being a fucking creep. Like, that's why
she was like 3 years older than we are now when she was doing that.
I know. Like what, dude?
Yeah.
Like that's insane.
Yeah.
Like that's crazy.
And she was
bro.
a sign language teacher at the college. Like she was fucking doing shit, bro.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, and still is, and still fucking it. Like
it still is.
Yeah, like that shit is fucking crazy, dude. Like, but she did so much more than any regular.
Oh yeah, they hated her
therapist.
because her shit worked, bro.
They fucking hated her there. It was like all of the staff at that fucking school hated her.
It's because she taught us to be actual fucking human beings with our own brains.
Yeah,
Instead
she
of
also she also taught us that like. Now I can understand a little bit why they would be mad about it, but it was like she explained to us what real manipulation was on every single level, regardless of who the person was. And it made us stop being so complacent with shit.
And compliant to the fucking teachers.
It made us stop. It made us stop being so complacent and compliant, but it made us more complacent and compliant in a respectful situation.
Yeah.
So it's like
we started demanding respect because like, fuck you. Yeah, we're all fucking kids and shit.
Because it was like
But
that
it's
school.
like all of the kids in that fucking school had been through more than any of those fucking adults had ever.
Yeah,
been through.
facts, and that was literally what the school was made for. And they and the biggest thing that she taught us is that because the way the school made it seem, and yes, it did work in this way, but not in all ways. Like that school did damage too. So
Yeah.
but they made it seem like it's okay. You had a really shitty childhood. You've been having it really shitty in school. So we're going to do what we can to make that shitty experience better. But in reality, what they did was they treated it like normal, and they would just use that when they started kind of being an asshole.
Yep.
So, and she pointed that out. And it was very select people who got to actually see her and work with her, which is odd as well. But like,
well, no, it's because she did everybody.
oh yeah,
but
that's right. A lot of people just like didn't fuck with it. Or
yeah,
just,
because
like,
they
thought it was
didn't.
bullshit.
They were
or-
all. They weren't like. They weren't as mature as we were, which is
Yeah.
such a fucking corny bullshit thing to fucking say. But it's like,
I
true.
mean, at that time we
It's
were
true.
kids, so it makes sense.
But we had
like,
been through a lot more shit than some of those other kids there.
Yeah.
And like we understood how the fucking world worked a little bit more.
Yeah.
Even though we were still young and fucking dumb at the time and didn't know shit compared to fucking now. But
Yeah.
still we knew more than the average fucking kid our age at that time.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's why it was only like a select few of us older kids who were the oldest in the fucking program at the time who were able to do like the more one-on-one type of work with her.
Yeah, that's
And it
facts.
was me and you.
Yeah, it really was just me and you for real.
Well, if you really want to get specific, it was really me, and then
Yeah.
I pulled you
yeah,
in.
That's facts. And then we started going to like the drum circles and
Yep,
shit.
yep.
Damn, that fucking light's
Dude, that
flashing again.
they did not like the conversation we were having earlier.
But
But yeah, dude, you wanna know what I think about sometimes?
huh.
Sometimes I think about how far I developed into that life of like actually healing shit and being basically like helping Miss Smoley run the fucking class
Yeah.
at fucking 14 or whatever I was,
Yep.
and how far I've fucking strayed from that shit. It
Oh,
makes
yeah.
me sad sometimes.
Yeah, it makes me sad too, but it's also like the shit that we learned isn't as effective now
Yeah,
because
because we don't do it.
no, it's not that. It's not that because we didn't do it when we started and it worked immediately.
True.
It's kind of hard to explain. It's like it worked, but the problems are a little bit different now.
Yeah.
The problems are a little bit different now. Like, yeah, those problems remain, but it's like, But it's
Yeah. All that shit is meh.
yeah, it's kind of just like
We
like,
were fucking
like I think
dumbass
about it
kids.
sometimes. Sometimes it'll have me sad, but it's not like when I was 14 popping pills
yeah,
every
no,
fucking single day
no.
had me depressed and shit. Like not like I have grown so far past that shit. I deserve to be happy at this point.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
like
I don't
it's-
get like I don't get like sad about it. I just
Yeah.
be like, damn, that was a cool life path.
yeah,
they coulda
like
went down.
the other day was the first time in like a really long time where like I had like a kind of like a shit day like all fucking day.
Mhm.
But like that was kind of on my own accord as well. Like it wouldn't have been that bad if I didn't do half the things I did. So it was like if I didn't try to venture out to figure more things
Yeah.
out, it wouldn't have been as
Yeah.
bad. But I did do that. That was kind of my own fault. But like when I think about that shit on the regular, like every other day or something like that, it don't get me down like that. Like I just be like, oh damn, that's crazy.
Dude,
Move
just
on.
thinking
Like, 'cause-
about that fucking school at all is like, fuck, that was crazy.
dude,
That
I
was
was
an
literally, I
experience
was
that
on-
literally
dude,
36, probably 50 total kids have ever experienced what that.
you gotta,
And that was our high school, bro.
you
That's
gotta-
what
you
all
got-
of high
you
school
gotta
was.
bleep this name real quick.
Okay.
I'm on my Keneally shit. I was in the shower and I was thinking about it, bro. Dude, I was thinking about it so hard, and I was like, because we talked about this before.
Oh, we talk about it all the
multiple
time.
times.
Yeah.
The fact that school existed.
Dude, it was wild.
The fact that school
Wild.
existed and ran. with zero issue, almost practically and physically.
Dude, in
zero
the grand
issues.
scheme of things, that school existed for a total of 4 years, as the way it was when we went to it.
Yeah. Because after that, it just shifted into a completely normal school.
Normal online program.
Yeah, completely normal. It was an in-school online program with fucking 30 kids. That's all it was.
It's because of COVID.
Yeah, but then when we were there, it was so much shit. There was so much shit happening all the time. Fucking...
Literally, like you could try and explain it to someone and they wouldn't believe you. Like, to try and explain to someone, like, yeah, I only went to high school for 1 year, basically, because my freshman year I failed out pretty much. I had a .013 GPA. And then to tell someone, oh, yeah, I graduated with a 3.6 a year early.
Yeah.
Like,
to explain that to somebody and then explain to them that
I chose to go back to school for another year.
Explain to them that on your actual school time, the only time you did actual academics was for 3.5 hours of the day.
Mm-hmm.
They'll just look at you real confused.
Yeah, and the fact that I graduated literally a full year early. Well, finished all of my core curriculum classes a year early, and then somehow graduated with 10 extra credits.
Now let's remove all of that and then only explain to them the frequency and extremeness of the field trips that we would go on.
I'll just say
what our gym classes
I was literally about
were.
to say our PE credit was karate and CrossFit.
Like, we would literally go to a karate dojo.
Yep.
Fucking
geese and everything.
Geese in the belts and everything. Sparring.
Throwing hands, bro.
Throwing. Dude, I will never forget when they put
my
little
God,
ass
bro.
against that big ass motherfucker for... Okay.
It was a great way to get rid of all the beef you had with everybody, though.
Factual. No hate against the autism community. This is no hate at all. But a 300-pound man who has the mentality of a third grader who is in 10th grade in a sparring class.
He's gonna fuck you up.
And where you tell him he's not supposed to do anything. Because, it was like a training course. He's supposed to basically just stand there, and I'm supposed to do this and this and this. Well, he kind of got a little angry and threw me. Like, I was small at that time. I was a very small individual. And I also had MMA training at the time. But also, I was under the assumption that he wasn't going to do anything. I knew all the shit I was doing. I had done that on my first year in MMA.
You thought wrong.
Do that. And he kind of got a little angry and just threw me.
Dude.
And broke my arm. My arm broke. I landed on it, on my Family Guy shit. Arm behind me, legs crossed, arm broken. Are you fucking kidding me?
That was a great...
You want to hear the craziest part? They didn't take me to the hospital. They took me back to class.
Yeah,
and then didn't tell my dad till 3 hours later. I thought they called him. I thought they called him.
Then they'd have to report it, bro.
Guess who wasn't allowed to have their phone? This guy kept getting in trouble with it. My arm was broken. My arm was broken. It wasn't my arm. I keep saying my arm. It was like my wrist and like slightly up my forearm. But like fucking arm, basically. It was more arm than wrist, but it was technically my wrist. But it was broken. I had to go get a cast and everything. The only time in my life where I ever got a cast for anything broken. Well, second time.
Dude, I remember one time.
Sorry, I got loud. I kind of got a little angry.
Dude, I remember one time I was on a bike ride with Blake, and it was like the first day of fucking summer, and I fucking crashed my bike, and I fucking went over the fucking handlebars because they had fucking taken a chunk of the fucking sidewalk out, and I wasn't paying attention.
They be doing that a lot around here.
Dude, they fucking do. And so my fucking front wheel just goes into the fucking sidewalk, and I go flying over the handlebars.
How it be?
And I fucking boom, smack my wrist, and I fucking break my wrist first day of fucking summer, bro. And I didn't know for like 8 hours. So like I fucking crashed my bike, and then I'm like, shit, my wrists hurt. And then me and Blake continue to fucking hang out for the rest of the day. And like we go mudding and like go fucking around in the Jeep and shit. And I'm like hugging my wrist to my body because it hurts so bad. Like I'm just like, I don't know. I hurt my wrist. I don't fucking know.
Damn,
and so
that's crazy.
I go to the hospital like 2 days later and get it fucking x-rayed. And sure enough, there's a fucking fracture like right down the fucking middle of that bitch.
Dude, that's crazy.
And I literally was yelling at this fucking doctor like, you're not putting a fucking cast on my hand. It is the second day of fucking summer. No. And I managed to get away with just a brace.
That's fire. That's fire.
I know.
That's fire.
I was not about to have a cast
Dude,
for summer, bro.
it was the same thing that happened to me when that shit happened at karate.
Mhm.
It was like the last few weeks of school when that happened.
Dude, it's
And-
always when you fucking hurt
yeah,
yourself, bro.
they had to give me a full arm cast for that
Oh,
shit.
that
Yeah,
sucks.
bro. Like
That
there
sucks.
was no brace, bro, because it broke the. You know how like in between your wrist and your arm, there's like those like 6 floater bones.
Yeah,
There's like
yeah.
little tiny ones.
Yeah.
I broke 2 of those. And then it was also the little part of my forearm. They were like, we have to put a cast on it.
Yeah, that's
Bro,
a
you
that's
want
a
to know
bad
what they
one.
fucking had to do, dude?
They have to re-break it.
Oh yeah, I broke the metacarpal in my hand too. That's the biggest part. I broke the last metacarpal in my hand.
That's a bad one.
Bro, that, the little floaters, and the fucking forearm. They had to put my hand in like this like massive vice basically, and it's basically like this jelly shit on the bottom. It's only like an inch. It's on both sides, and you put your hand in it, and it has like a little wrist spot.
Mhm.
So like, your wrist is supposed to be like, see how my wrist like is
Yeah.
up, like it's
Yeah.
up. My shit was flat. So like it was like this, right? They put your hand in there, and it's literally a manual vice.
Mhm.
Ching, the fucking whole slider rod, spinny end, and
Ugh.
everything. And they literally, bro, they slowly take it down till it's like it's just putting pressure on, like you're squishing both gels, and they literally go like this, and they just swing it down. And it's a free spinning bearing. It's a hydraulic vice. So there's no resistance on it. They literally just spin it, and it literally push down and just set my fucking bone back into place. And it hurt so fucking. It hurt worse than the shit happening,
Yo,
bro.
I
like,
bet, bro.
like
I
so
fucking
much
bet.
worse. They do that, and it literally, you could hear it pop. It just popped in and just, and I was like, oh my. I started screaming, dude. I started screaming, bro. That was like, bro, that was fucking painful. It was like my ankle, bro. It was like my ankle. 2 episodes out,
Yes.
I will be on my motherfucking bike again.
We'll have a small segment.
I will
when that
be
happens.
on my motherfucking bike again.
You want to hear a story of me getting hurt
Three
that
and a half months almost.
that I don't remember, but I was told after the fact?
Was that?
So it
Those
was
are always the best.
it was in football. It was like my fucking
Oh,
third
fuck.
or fourth football game that I ever fucking played when I was
Pee-wees?
a little kid. Yeah,
Yeah.
Pee-wees shit. And so I'm playing. Not only, first of all, my first game I ever played, I got a fucking concussion. I got fucking rocked, bro.
Shit.
That was back when I was still a little guy. Because when I was a little kid, I was pretty fucking little because we were poor as fuck.
I remember.
We didn't have any
yeah,
food.
I've seen the pictures.
Yeah, we didn't have no food. I was a little guy, you know.
Jakey album cover.
Yeah, I was a little guy. So like, I got fucking rocked my first fucking football game, and I had an immediate concussion basically. And so I come back a fucking couple weeks later, and we're playing a fucking game. And for some reason, I'm playing in the fucking backfield. It was like one of the 3 times ever I've played in the fucking backfield my entire football career when I was a kid.
Yep.
Literally, like that play, and then one other one, and then the last play I ever played for a fucking public school
Yep.
for my uncle, basically, because after that I went and played for the middle school, and then I stopped playing football.
Yeah.
My last game I ever played for my uncle, he let me play in the fucking backfield. I was a receiver.
Mhm.
That was fucking awesome because I had dropped 80 pounds that year
Oh, that's
to get
fire.
into the. Because you remember how in Pee Wee it was like orange tape, green tape, and like
Yeah,
you had to be
yeah,
a certain.
yeah,
you
yeah.
had there was a weight limit to the backfield,
Yeah.
and I spent all summer running like 3 laps before practice, 3 laps after practice, like trying
I was
to
gonna
cut
say
the
because
weight.
that's when you got big.
Yeah.
Like, that's when you got big.
When
so.
after that is pretty much when I got big. Like I
Yeah.
cut the fucking weight. I was skinny, bro.
Yeah, bro.
I was fucking skinny, bro. It was
yeah.
it was crazy. I don't remember where the fuck I was going with that. Oh,
Concussions.
Concussions
Yeah,
and-
you were talking about that, and you were talking about like your 3rd or 4th game or something. Something
yes.
happened.
So
Some story. Someone
yes,
told you.
yes. I wake up laying on the fucking field, basically. Like pretty much, I'm like, what's going on here? And I'm told after the fact. I'm told this 10 years later. Like, I don't even remember this day happening, but I was told it by my uncle after the fact. Apparently, I dislocated my shoulder, like,
holy shit.
fully out of the fucking socket, and he just set that shit back in place on the sidelines. And to this day, one of my shoulder bones sticks, like, straight up from where it was dislocated and reset.
That's crazy.
This shoulder is perfectly flat, like a shoulder
A
bone,
little spike
flat,
on that side.
and there's a fucking full-on spike on this side.
That's fucking crazy, bro.
And
Bro,
you want to hear a fucking crazy? I didn't notice it until I was like 16.
damn.
I was like taking a shower one day, and I'm like, huh.
Bro, you want to know something crazy?
Huh.
On the topic of you like playing backfield for like one of the first times.
Hmm.
So during middle school when we were playing, and it was I think it was the last game of the year. I'm pretty sure. What was it? Chardon. I think it was Chardon. We
Probably
played Chardon.
would've been,
They
yeah.
had that really nice field. They had like the red turf and all
Chardon
that
always
shit.
had the
Yeah.
nice field, yeah. Because I played on the high school field.
Yeah, exactly. So, dude, I remember this shit. For some reason that year I had only played like 4 or 5 games. The next year, that was my first year. The next year I had played way more games. But that year, I was wide receiver, just like that. That year, yeah, I was wide receiver, and they had me play safety for some reason.
Interesting.
Wasn't sure why at all whatsoever. Period. But dude, that game I had put the most points up ever,
Hell
bro.
yeah.
I had gotten 2 touchdowns
Bro.
that game. Bro, 2 touchdowns back in middle school.
That was crazy.
Because I had gotten an interception and took that shit back.
Fuck yeah.
And then the second time, it was like 3 downs, and then I caught a short pass. As
Bro, I
wide
think
receiver.
I played one play.
But it was that safety play where I caught the interception.
That's fire.
Because it got
fire.
it got turnovered. Yeah, it got turnovered. Then they put me on safety. Then the ball went up, and it wasn't an interception. It was a fumble grab.
Mhm.
It was a
Nice,
fumble grab, and then
nice.
that same game I had done the short pass.
Nice.
Fire,
Dude,
fire. Never had a better game after that.
I
though.
played I played quarterback for exactly one drive. My first ever game of football. Literally the first game of football I ever fucking played on a team.
Yep.
I fucking played quarterback, and I remember I see my running back, and I'm fucking aiming for him. And right as my arm gets to full extension and like I'm about to let go, flat on my back.
Yep,
Just
yep.
flat on my back.
Dude.
And I was like, oh fuck.
Yeah, got sacked like a motherfucker.
Dude, I got sacked so fucking hard. I remember, dude, a funny story. So the reason I started playing football, so my uncle was like the city football coach for like basically because my cousins played, both of my older
Right.
cousin and my cousin who's the same age. They both played They played flag football. I never played flag football. I went straight into tackle.
Yeah.
So he was already a flag football coach, and then he just kept moving up as they moved up.
Right.
And so he was coaching at the time, and I knew that, and I was just in the front yard one day with my dad, like throwing the football back and forth. And then I stop him, and I'm like, Dad, I want to play football. And he's like, okay. And then literally within 20 minutes, I'm driving, because it just so happens that day I decided I want to play football was the day they were giving out pads for the season.
Oh shit.
So we literally drive to the fucking field where my uncle is handing out fucking pads, and I'm like the last one to fucking get there because, I was last thing. And they're like, all right, we might have some stuff that fits you. And like I get my pads, and then I start playing football.
That's
no
so
sign-ups,
sick.
no fees, no. I literally just showed up, and I'm like, yeah, I'm here now.
That's so sick.
For a city
dude.
that I didn't even live in.
That's so sick.
I
bro.
know.
That's so dope.
And I played with them all the way up until middle school when I went and played for the middle school.
That's fucking fire.
Mhm.
Well, I think we have one more topic before we should cut this off because
Yeah.
this has, I think, been a pretty long episode.
Yeah. Yeah,
It
we're probably at like
feels-
45
yeah,
minutes,
feels
something
like
like
it's
that.
been a decently long episode. Your album came out since the last
Yes,
episode.
since the last
I was
episode
gonna
has
say,
dropped.
because I think the album went up like what 12 hours after.
Yep,
the
it went
episode?
12 hours after the episode. The album is out.
Mhm.
Home Alone, Jacob Good Vibes,
Oh yeah.
all platforms,
Oh yeah.
except for Snapchat for some reason, but I don't fucking care.
Yeah.
Stream that
So
shit.
let me
go stream
ask
that
you
shit.
a couple questions about it though,
Okay, go
because
ahead.
I'm curious on what your takes are on it now that it's been out for a little bit. You've been able to listen to it as many times as you want, finished versions on Spotify, so whatever. To get the good stuff out of the way, what's your top 3 on there?
Definitely. Fuck. I'll do top 4. Back on top,
Top 4.
Take the Shot.
You got a lot of
DeadMen
songs on
and
there. I'll give it to you.
Shadows.
Say that one more time.
Back on top, Take the Shot, DeadMen and Shadows.
Okay. Ooh, that's a good.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what mine is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my top.
Those are the
that's-
best 4 songs.
yeah.
On the album.
So, okay, now let me ask you this, because I agree with that. I'm not going to shift that at all. That's as well what my top 3 would be. Well, no.
I would also
I would switch out Shadows for Anthem.
really?
And that would be
Really?
my top 4. I would switch out Shadows for Anthem. Yeah, that would be basically
Fair enough,
same
fair
thing
enough.
except switch out Shadows. Okay. Now, is there anything what would you have done different?
I would have fucking turned all the volumes up
They're all quiet.
slightly.
On
It's
Sp-
like
On
barely.
YouTube they're okay. Yeah, I would
It's
say I would
barely.
say barely on
It's
YouTube as
barely.
well. Okay.
All the beats are fine. It's just the vocals are slightly quieter than I would like.
Okay. So now, okay. So I asked that.
I'm talking like 1 decibel, like
yeah,
one,
like
1.5
literally just
decibels,
just a little bit. Are you gonna follow kind of the same track for? I know you don't even have an idea in mind yet. Maybe you do. Are you gonna follow the same track or idea that you did last time
For what?
for your next project?
In what way? What do you mean?
Kind of the same vibe or approach. Because I know,
don't know.
granted, this one is about like a year put together, 9
Pretty
months
much.
put together,
Pretty much it's a full year.
full year put together.
Basically. From the first song, which that was recorded, that's on that album is what it is, which was already released, but I remastered it and re-released it. That was made January. That was made almost a year ago to the day. It was January 6th of last year.
Oh, holy shit!
So-
Okay, cool. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
So are you gonna try to approach it the same way, or are you gonna try to? Because we know that album wasn't planned when you actually
no,
announced
wasn't.
it.
It wasn't.
Yeah,
That's why half the songs are really good and half the songs are like pretty good.
yeah. So I don't know. I like all.
I
of
like
them.
all of the songs, but I can tell that I recorded some of them a year ago before I actually found my flow and my writing style.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
how I
yeah.
actually write music now.
That's facts.
A lot of them are when I was still experimenting, doing all kinds of different shit.
Right.
And I didn't have my voice down and my projection, and like I just still wasn't as confident in my actual abilities to rap, and I didn't
Yeah.
think my vocals were fucking good yet, which I still have my
No,
reservations.
your vocals are good, bro. You got the voice. You got the voice for it.
I have
Yeah.
developed the voice.
No,
You remember what
nah,
my
no,
first
see,
songs were like,
Here's
bro.
the thing, and I've said this from the beginning. You could probably
No,
trace
bro.
back on the podcast to me saying this. You've always had the voice. You've always just tried to make it what you want it to be, and that's just not how it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Because the way you want it to be is how it sounds, but it's not how it's sounding in your head because it's louder and more deeper tone in your head than it is. You've always had the
Yeah.
voice. You've just been chasing it the wrong way because you're trying to hear it the way you're hearing it in your head.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but what are your thoughts on your next project? You think an album, EP, a single?
I don't know. I haven't really put too much thought. I did that feature for you, which
yeah.
will be coming out eventually.
Yep.
Stay tuned for that.
Oh, yeah.
Arguably one of my most solid.
You talking
verses.
about the one we just did?
Mhm,
The
mhm.
one we just did?
not
yeah.
not any of the DeadMen stuff. We're gonna have to re-record a bunch of that. And
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Rewrite
I'm
it.
thinking we either so for the two that we just recently did, I'm thinking we either honestly both re-record them both, on the same night. Kind of just.
I would be down with that.
Because I think because I couldn't re-record the first one. But I was sick, and then my fucking voice went from that stupid fucking Friday shit at first. So I kept missing the point, and I couldn't deliver the energy. But you added that verse to it, so now I feel I can deliver the energy on it because I can see the final product for it.
Hell yeah.
So I think we should re-record that, and definitely re-record the one we did the other day. Because the one we did the other day, we have it as like a demo right now, basically. Yeah. Both of them are basically
the
demos.
vocals are all fucked up though.
But
we were trying a different recording style, and it just didn't really execute properly.
It did not. So I think we'll just record it normal.
Yeah.
For that, and then we'll fuck with the new shit in a different time.
I definitely think I'm gonna just take it as it goes this year. I'm definitely gonna put out a lot more music than I did last year.
Oh, agreed.
I definitely think I'm gonna have a lot more singles.
Yeah, you definitely
and EPs and stuff.
Yeah, you definitely need to put out more music this year. But it's honestly, I pressed him a lot over last year to drop more music. Yeah. And I'm glad that he listened to me as much as he did, because he didn't listen to me every single time I said it. But I'm glad he did. I'm glad he didn't, because if he didn't, a lot of those songs would have came out as singles, and they wouldn't have been the same as they weren't on the album.
And they also wouldn't have been mixed properly.
Facts. That's a big one.
That's a big the biggest thing. Since I started making the songs that are on the album, I've learned how to use Pro Tools and learned how to actually mix things.
He's really, really learned how to mix. Like, both of our most recent
I still got
albums.
A long way to go.
You can hear the difference between his most recent album and my most recent album. Yep. He mixed both of them. They're 3 months apart.
Yeah.
And the difference is insane. And my album was crystal clear, and then this one is even more clear than that. Yeah. So it's like
it's just
it's getting better. It's getting better and better every time. So I'm glad you waited. I'm glad you waited on
so
a lot of them.
I mean, to be honest, if I didn't just randomly announce it, they probably still wouldn't have ever come out.
That's not even a probably. They wouldn't have. Yeah. They wouldn't have come out. You definitely would have dropped the most recent ones that you recorded, but like without a doubt.
Last four, I definitely would have dropped.
Yeah,
but I definitely suffer from the make music and not drop it thing, which I want to get
I'm
away
the exact opposite. If I go into something with the thought of making a song and I'm not sure how it's gonna be off rip, I get that internal bug that's just like, don't make it. And then I just don't make music for a little bit, because I need to just start like more comfortably making music. Like, even if I think it's going to be a bullshit ass song, I need to make it anyway. Like, that's something I've always struggled with, because I don't give myself potential.
My whole view on it has shifted in the last couple months. It's when you make a song, because we're musicians, that's what we do. You're just pulling that idea out of the fucking ether, bro. And it's just your turn to use the idea. And when you just sit on it and you don't put it out, that idea, the energy that is coming from that idea is going to disappear.
Yeah.
Like, you can sit on that and drop it and never drop it, and drop it 2 years later, and it might not ever have the same effect as if you dropped it 2 years ago and then it sat for 2 years.
That's facts.
That's
facts.
You can have a song that you dropped 2 years ago, and it sits at 1,000 views for 2 years, and then all of a sudden, eventually, it fucking blows up immediately. That's what happened to fucking what's his face, Jack Harlow.
Yeah, facts.
He had tons of music.
Like fucking 8 albums.
8 or 10 albums before he popped off.
Fucking What's Poppin'.
Exactly, and he had so many fucking bangers that blew up after, like, years after they had fucking come out. So it's the whole principle of, you get the idea, just fucking drop it. That's what I want to live by. Did he end
up dropping that album? You remember when he dropped that one song? I think it was like 2 years ago. It was a fucking. It was a fucking banger, bro. I can't remember what it was.
I think he's dropped like 2 albums in the last couple of years.
Yeah, but man, I haven't kept up with that shit. I need to check those out, because he was talking about, like, he was dropping the whole fucking, like, pop commercial kind of flow shit. Because
because he's a rapper.
Yeah,
because
like,
Jack Harlow's a fucking
he hit
rapper.
He hit that What's Poppin' shit, and
then he turned into a pop star.
Yeah, because he wasn't smart at the time, and he
also wasn't a poppin' rapper. He was a nobody. Who had been rapping for 10 years.
Yeah, and then made a song that was like kind of poppy, and then it popped off conveniently. What's Poppin'? But
brand new whip just hopped.
He made that, and then like 2 other songs that were kind of along the same flow, whatever. And then he came out with this song like 2 years ago, and he was like, yeah, I'm done with this shit, and then drop that song, and like, yo, it was a fucking banger. Like,
'Cause he can
it was
fucking
hard
rap,
as fuck.
bro.
Yeah,
Like,
he
he-
could always rap, because I just like anybody else for real. Like, there's select few people out there who can say it, and I'm not one of them. I've been early to a lot of rappers. Jack Harlow was not one of
Nope.
them. Like, I didn't know shit about him until What's Poppin' came out, and then I listened to his other songs,
Yep.
and then I heard Ghost.
Yeah.
That song was hard as fuck. I remember
His
hearing-
whole. I don't remember. I
what's
can't.
the name of the I can't remember the name of the
No,
album
I think
that
I
song
think it's
was
the
on.
Warsaw album. Whatever album Warsaw, the song Warsaw
I
is
think
on.
Ghost was on that album
I
too.
think so.
Yeah.
That's why I think it's the
Yeah,
Warsaw album. But I'm
yeah.
not 100% sure. But that album is one of my favorite rap albums. Of all
Yeah,
time.
it's
so good.
it's so fucking good. He's a genuine good rapper, but I haven't listened to any of his recent shit, which I'm
Yeah,
probably gonna
yeah.
do that at some point because I kind of forgot about Jack Harlow for real
Yeah.
until you said that. But I think that's a
That is a great place
good,
to
yeah,
end
good
this
place to
episode.
end this. Well,
Who are you?
This has been DeadMen Radio.
Yes.
and I am AJ.
And I am Jacob, and we love you. We'll see you next week.
Oh, I said I did do it backwards.
Deadman the whole world.
Yeah.
This is the Deadman Radio
Peace
podcast.
out.
Bye-bye.
Fuck yeah, bro.
Hell yeah. Oh no. It happened, AJ. I don't know.
How long, bro?
48 minutes.
That had to have happened recently. Go see how long that shit is. And stop it.